Part of the reason that I came to Blue Rock, or a big reason why I came to Blue Rock, is because of its involvement in people like Gordon, and specifically Gordon. And the words that came to me that helped me to epitomize what I wanted Blue Rock to be were urgency, ethics, and courage. And I chose those words because when I thought about what we were trying to do and who we were working with, those words fit perfectly, and specifically Gordon.
You know, the concept of Blue Rock began over a coffee in a restaurant. I was having coffee with Gerald Davis from Versant Ventures. We were introduced to each other by a colleague of ours by the name of Ben Neal. At that time, Versant was getting very interested in cell therapy and regenerative medicine, and we had advanced our work to the stage where we could make different cell types reproducibly and efficiently.
Blue Rock was founded with the simple idea that there are hundreds of millions of people that suffer from diseases for which science has no answer, medicine has no answer. In fact, medicine has labeled them intractable.
Blue Rock had to build a community, if you want. They had to recruit a lot of people, which they did. They recruited a lot of outstanding people. I believe the company is now 175 people or so.
If we were going to fund something this ambitious, we needed to put together the type of resources required to do that. He convinced Versant, obviously, to commit our resources to do that, but he also worked with us to compel other partners such as Bayer to contribute significant resources to realize that ambition.
You know, and if you look at what it took to get there, at the time of creating the company, we had Gordon with his academic work in Toronto. We had Lawrence Studer with his academic work in New York. So we basically convinced both of them to be founders. We got the licenses from the academic institutions. We had the two financial backers, Bayer on the one hand and Versant Ventures on the other hand. And we basically brought all of this together and created this wonderful company, Rock.
Sometimes your big experiments fail, and of course all our scientists are used to this. And this is where the grit and resilience comes in. And Gordon is certainly resilient and has real strong grit in order to persevere through those low times.
There's manufacturing issues, there are cell therapy, the particular kinds of the cells that are being used, there's immunological aspects, and there's also the need to really understand, that the cells that you produce are the right kind of cells that need to go into those patients.
And I think there were always ups and downs with the programs. That's how science works, that's how biology works. But we had the resources and the team to persevere and ultimately got to an exit.
So Blue Rock was acquired by Bayer in September 2019. And this was a really exciting time to be at Blue Rock.
Blue Rock helped establish a really significant footprint of more than 100 scientists working in Toronto, in the Mars building, associated with the hospitals. And this is a lot of talent that didn't necessarily exist in Toronto prior to the recruiting of those individuals by Blue Rock. So I think it really built a strong talent base.
It was a vote of confidence in the proprietary pluripotent stem cell platform that we had worked for 2.5 years to build. It was a vote of confidence in our leading programs in Parkinson's disease and in heart failure.
Large amounts of money. Why is that important? Well, to bring a therapy like we're talking about to the clinic, through development, establishing manufacturing systems, taking it through clinical trials, and ultimately launching a mainstream, clinically viable product.
It gave us the hope that this is really going to move forward and towards the clinic. Obviously, it was a startup company that started off as a lot of Series A funding, which was a good thing, and we knew we could move ahead a little bit, but to really bring it to the clinic, to do the clinical trials and to make this real, we needed somebody to step in, and it was great to see that Bayer decided to step in because it's a very traditional pharma company.
So Gordon came with this idea and this vision, and with the biological expertise. We built a team around him. Mike LaFlemme came that could create the animal models that really understood the human physiology, to be able to understand that how to move that forward, and then partnering that with the resources and the capital and the commercialization partners, the venture partners, to help turn those into products for patients. And once those products are here, we've had this amazing hospital system to come in and help them test it. So we have that end-to-end solution, and a commercial partner is part of it. And we firmly believe that cell therapy, regenerative medicine is going to become an important part of our medical armament, our medical industry. And we want it to be here in Toronto, we want it to be here in Canada.
And the reason we came to Canada, to Toronto, a big part of that was because of Gordon and all the energy around the science that he has helped to pioneer.
Gordon is a terrific scientist. We felt extremely lucky to be able to recruit him from New York and to come here and head up our MacEwan Center, now our MacEwan Institute.
When we were starting off, one of his great qualities is he would share his research with anybody. And I know a lot of the postdocs were saying, why did you, tell so-and-so about what some of the stuff is that we're doing? And he'd say, no, it doesn't matter, because, it's what gets out there that's important. And he's always been that way. He never hides anything. He's open. He talks about anything.
One of the things I admire most about him is the way he runs a lab. You can talk to the people that he's supervised and mentored over the years, and the glowing ways they do that, the success that those trainees have had in their own careers, that's what we aspire to do as academics.
Can't be more happy that some of Gordon's dreams have turned into a start of a reality with the formation of BlueRock, with bringing some of these cell therapies into the clinic. And I hope Gordon recognizes what an achievement this is for him, the impact it'll have on Toronto and Canada, and I think the world more broadly, to see this science finally making its way to patients.